Yeah. Yeah, it was rough. That was a rough one.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything.
You know, it's
sad.
It is sad, and I think sports are really the best way for kids to learn it.
People are saying Celeste Riva's passing might not be as simple as it first seemed. Some believe there's more to the story than just what was found in David's trunk. And now, Joe Rogan's comments have the internet in chaos. Every day, new claims pop up, and this case just keeps getting deeper and more confusing. Fans and online investigators are digging through old posts, timelines, and even song lyrics trying to piece together what really went down. Some people online think Celeste and David might have had a closer connection than anyone realized. What started as one strange discovery has now turned into a storm of theories, with everyone trying to connect the dots. People are replaying David's old lyrics and saying certain lines hit different now. One verse goes, "I know what the problem is. Save your tears 7 years. I know life is complicated. You don't have to say no more. Don't know if I'm going to make it. We both have to find a way to work it out. My head is aching. You're the one that started this." When it first dropped, it just sounded emotional, but now listeners are giving it a second look. Some think those lyrics might have been a cry for help or a sign of something heavy going on behind the scenes. And that's not all. People say his track Romantic Homicide, released on September 7th, 2022, might hold even more meaning than anyone noticed before. People online noticed something wild. The song Romantic Homicide dropped on the same day as Celeste's birthday. That detail alone has the internet going wild. The lyrics talk about pain, regret, and someone stuck in his thoughts. What once sounded like heartbreak now feels a lot heavier to some fans. They're flooding the comments asking, "How did nobody catch this before?" Things got even more intense when folks started breaking down another track, Here With Me. One line says, "I don't care how long it takes, as long as I'm with you." And now some fans think it takes on a totally different tone after everything that's come out. They believe it might have hinted at something deeper, and the speculation just keeps spreading. Then came photos that allegedly showed Celeste at one of his concerts. Grainy, but enough for people to start questioning everything. If real, it could change how some fans see their connection entirely. But the internet wasn't done digging. An old podcast clip resurfaced showing David and Celeste talking in a way some viewers said felt uncomfortable. People online now claim that what once seemed like harmless banter looks different in hindsight.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything.
To make things stranger, David once mentioned having an evil anime alter ego in interviews, something he said represented his darker thoughts.
I'm really big into anime and I'm really big into manga, and I wanted to make my own manga series at one point, and a big part of that manga was an evil version of me named Itami, which means pain in Japanese. The story of the manga went like I was a detective and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden, and he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as the detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself.
Back then, fans thought it was just creative expression, but now some say it feels more symbolic. One fan even joked he should be arrested for that cringy line alone, sending real sympathy to Celeste's family. This story just keeps getting heavier. Things really blew up when Joe Rogan spoke out, saying the whole situation broke his heart. He called it deeply sad, and his reaction sent waves through social media.
Yeah, it was rough. That That was a rough one.
Joe didn't just share emotion, he pointed out the strange links between David's lyrics, the timing of releases, and other coincidences fans were already obsessing over. Then he dropped a tough truth that had everyone talking. Kids today don't always understand how risky the world can be.
You know, it's
Sad.
It is sad, and I think sports are really the best way for kids to learn it.
He wasn't placing blame, but rather warning that the online culture of chasing attention and adventure can put young people in danger. That message hit hard. People started connecting even more dots after that. They began looking back at every song, every post, and every date, and the pattern that formed gave everyone chills. In March 2022, David released Save Your Tears with the now famous 7 Years lyric. 2 months later, in May, he posted about a girl wanting to be taken where I belong, a message that fans said lined up with certain timelines. By July 2022, Romantic Homicide dropped on Celeste's birthday, adding to the online frenzy. Then October brought a leaked chat allegedly showing David asking if Celeste was online. Over the next year, more supposed hints kept showing up, from a song titled Celeste in late 2023 to photos of them together surfacing online in early 2024. By spring 2024, fans were even circulating messages claiming David was dating someone named Celeste, right before reports said she stopped being seen publicly. Then months later, people online noticed another eerie link, a fan request for a tribute track about a missing girl named Celeste Rivas. It's all speculation, but the internet can't stop dissecting every date and every lyric. When news broke that Celeste's body had been found in an abandoned car reportedly tied to David, the internet completely lost it. The timeline people had been building online suddenly looked less like random coincidences and more like the slow unraveling of something dark. But just when everyone thought it couldn't get any wilder, it did. LAPD reportedly raided a Hollywood Hills home connected to David late last week. Witnesses said investigators walked out with multiple evidence bags, including what looked like a computer and call records.
Late last week, Los Angeles police searching a home in Hollywood Hills that the singer was staying at, removing several items, including a computer.
Rumors spread fast that those findings could link him directly to Celeste, and from that moment, everything around him collapsed. Within hours, his tour was canceled, his upcoming album got pulled, and his label went silent. Brand deals vanished, promotions froze, and his entire online presence started disappearing. It was like the industry wanted to erase him overnight. Meanwhile, back in Lake Elsinore, Celeste's hometown, people weren't just mourning, they were demanding answers. This wasn't just a headline to them, it was personal. Their daughter, their friend, their neighbor gone too soon.
I didn't know her personally. I just want justice for this little girl. I don't want her to be forgotten.
And the mood online changed fast. At first, fans swore he'd been framed. Some said it was all a setup because his fame was rising too quickly. But now, those voices have gone quiet. What's left is outrage and a tidal wave of questions. Social media is flooded with comments asking why there haven't been official updates or arrests yet. One post read, "How is he not in custody or at least questioned with everything piling up?" Another person said, "At first I thought he couldn't be involved, but who'd be reckless enough to think something that serious could just disappear?" Just when it felt like things couldn't spiral any further, new footage started spreading like wildfire. Clips showing David looking tense, avoiding cameras, and refusing to speak when questioned by reporters. Every move he made was being dissected frame by frame, people saying his silence spoke louder than words. Then came a storm of unverified leaks. Screenshots, audio clips, even voice notes claiming to come from insiders. Some of them were quickly debunked, but by then, the damage was done. The internet doesn't wait for proof. Once the rumor mill starts spinning, it's impossible to stop. Meanwhile, fans who once defended him started turning their backs, deleting old posts, unfollowing his accounts, and scrubbing fan pages clean. His streams dropped overnight, and every new post he made was met with comments demanding answers. It was like the world had flipped on him in a heartbeat. Authorities haven't confirmed anything beyond what's public, but online investigators keep pushing their own theories. Some say this was all a tragedy of fame gone wrong. too much pressure, too many blurred lines, too fast to handle. Others claim there's still more to uncover, that what's been revealed so far is just the surface. And while people wait for official statements, the tension only grows. Everyone wants justice for Celeste, but the truth still feels out of reach. For now, all that's left is questions, too many voices, too many stories, and one mystery that refuses to fade away. Weeks later, the chaos still hasn't cooled down. Every day, new clips, comments, and exclusive sources pop up online, each claiming to have the missing piece of the puzzle. But what's real and what's just noise? Nobody can tell anymore. And that uncertainty is driving the internet wild. Some insiders are saying the investigation's far from over, that there are still files being reviewed, messages being traced, and timelines being double-checked. Meanwhile, David has stayed mostly out of sight, and that silence keeps people guessing. Is he hiding, protecting himself, or just waiting for everything to blow over? No one knows, but the theories just keep multiplying. Fans who once streamed his songs non-stop are now demanding transparency. Even casual listeners want clarity about what really happened between him and Celeste. What was real, what was misunderstood, and what might have been twisted by the internet's obsession with drama. The longer the silence stretches, the louder the questions get. Celebrities and influencers have started weighing in too, each one dropping their own take. Some are urging compassion, saying we need facts before judgment, while others call for accountability, saying fame shouldn't shield anyone from the truth. It's messy, emotional, and spreading faster than anyone can control. So here we are, a story that started with music, ended in heartbreak, and left the world asking how it all went so wrong. If you've been following this deep dive, drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you believe really happened? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates, because this story isn't done yet. After everything that's come out, the messages, the photos, and those haunting lyrics, people online are saying David's situation looks worse by the day. Rest in peace to Celeste, whose story has left a whole community heartbroken. Even if the full truth hasn't been revealed yet, many believe there's still too much left unanswered, and that silence from his side isn't helping at all. Fans who once defended him are now questioning everything. They ask, if he was innocent, why didn't he speak up sooner? Why ignore the situation until it exploded? That quietness feels suspicious to a lot of people, especially now that every lyric and post he ever made is being rewatched through a darker lens. Some listeners have pointed out how his songs often mentioned heartbreak, pain, and loss. Words that once sounded poetic now feel strangely heavy. It's made everyone pause and wonder what was really going on behind the music. And Joe Rogan's comment still echoes across social media. Kids today take too many risks, reminding everyone how fast the mix of fame, attention, and danger can spiral out of control. Celeste's story has become more than a headline. It's a wake-up call about online culture, fame, and the pressures that twist young lives. Still, the biggest question remains. Was this all a tragic set of coincidences or something deeper that played out in plain sight? What do you think? Could this all be misunderstood? Or is there still more to uncover? Drop your thoughts below. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button and tell me what you believe the truth really is. See you in the next one.